Hello everyone, my name is Ade Otibumi and I will be your facilitator on ENT 211, which is Entrepreneurship and Innovation. This course explores the exciting world of entrepreneurship and innovation, where visionary thinkers and problem solvers come together to create new opportunities and drive economic development. The course outline are as follows: Introduction to Entrepreneurship, Characteristics and Types of an Entrepreneur, Definition of Innovation, Role of Entrepreneurship in Economic Development, Entrepreneurial Ecosystem, Challenges of Entrepreneurship, Innovation in Startup, Differences between Invention and Innovation, and finally, the conclusion. The learning outcome at the end of this class, the students should be able to gain a fundamental understanding of entrepreneurship and its importance in business and economic development. The students will also be able to understand the basic concepts related to entrepreneurship and innovation, identify and describe the key characteristics of successful entrepreneur, understand different types of entrepreneur, comprehend the concept of innovation, understand how entrepreneurship drives economic development, recognize the importance of supportive entrepreneurial ecosystem, identify common challenges faced by entrepreneurs, understand how innovation is essential to the success and scalability of startup, and finally, differences between invention and innovation. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship simply means bringing visions to life. Entrepreneurship has to do with bringing in of ideas, the design, the launching, and running of a business. When we talk about innovation, innovation is actually derived from the word innovare, which means to renew. That means that whenever an entrepreneur is trying to renew what has already been in existence, whenever an entrepreneur tries to find solutions to problems, and when he's trying to add value to their ventures, when he's trying to do this, it is known as innovation. It is known as entrepreneurship capability in innovation. Now, what are the characteristics of entrepreneurship? Whenever you see an entrepreneur who is visionary, once an entrepreneur thinks about problem and is able to solve it, that is visionary. He thinks about what the market is. He thinks about the problem. He thinks about solving it. Then entrepreneurship is about risk taking. Entrepreneurship capabilities. When an entrepreneur is creative enough and is trying to solve problem, that means it is one of the qualities of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur actually creates something new. He looks for problem and he tries to solve it. An entrepreneur is also a good leader. He's a good leader. He also has a good sense of determination. He is consistent in his business and he also motivates people even to also have his businesses, and also helps other people to grow. Now we have types of entrepreneur. The first type of entrepreneur we have is a lifestyle entrepreneur. A lifestyle entrepreneur stay focused on building businesses that align with their passion. An example of a lifestyle entrepreneur is Sisi Yemisi. Sisi Yemisi Olatunji combines her passion for cooking and family life. She creates a business that reflects her interests and value. We also have serial entrepreneur. A serial entrepreneur is an entrepreneur who starts multiple business. A perfect example of a serial entrepreneur is our founder. He is the founder of Thomas Adewumi University. He is by name Engineer Dr. J.B. Adewumi. He is involved in real estate construction and development. He is also into medical services, and we are so lucky to have him as our founder. Also, we have social entrepreneurs. A social entrepreneur focuses on creating social impact. An example of a social entrepreneur is Dr. Tunde Ogunyemi. He is the founder of Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. His work focuses on empowering individuals and communities through skill training and financial support. He addresses social challenges in. Another type of entrepreneur we have is tech entrepreneur. Tech entrepreneur are entrepreneur who leverage on technology and innovation. An example of tech entrepreneur company is Amazon, Apple and also Microsoft. Beyond invention, innovation actually goes beyond just creating new things. It involves improving or transforming existing products, process or business model. Invention is all about creating new things. It involves transforming things that has already been made. It also involves creating new and existing products. Now we have types of innovation. The first type of innovation we have is product innovation. Product innovations focus on improving or creating new products. We have process innovation. Process innovation has to do with enhancing production or delivery method for efficiency and cost effectiveness. We also have business model. Business model innovation has to do with changes in how value is created and delivered to customers. All this can all drive progress and growth. Good. Mo ti débi tẹ́ kò ti lè bá mi. Ó dà pé mo ti stop ẹ̀. Bí a máa ṣe rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àbí? Wàláì. Ẹ wá wo nǹkan tí mo ṣe, ẹ wá wo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ wá wo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó dà pé mo ti stop ẹ̀.
Kíni ò gbé rẹ́ẹ̀dì sójú?
O ti gbé rẹ́ẹ̀dì sójú.
Stop mi, ẹ pause mi.
Mo ti pause ẹ̀.
Ẹ tún ti play padà náà.
Now, the role of entrepreneurship is job creation. New businesses requires new employees. It requires, after getting new employees, retaining them. All this contributes to job growth because those who would have been left unemployed will actually be employed. So a critical role of entrepreneurship is about creating employment even to the unemployed. It helps the community to grow. It helps people to find something doing because an idle hand is actually the devil's workshop. When people are actually engaged in businesses, when they are engaged in employment, it will actually move the country or the economy forward. Now, another role of entrepreneurship is wealth creation. Entrepreneurship has to do with bringing in of wealth. Successful businesses increases the wealth of their owners, employees and investors. When an employee engages in a successful business, he becomes wealthy. The owners become wealthy, the employees are not left unemployed. They also have the opportunity to take care of other people, then other people can also invest. All this can actually lead to wealth generation. Also, the role of entrepreneurship has to do with promoting competition. Entrepreneurship has to do with promoting healthy competition. If an entrepreneur has a business, there is high tendency for another entrepreneur to also have his own business that is similar to a particular business. Therefore, when there is healthy competition, businesses can actually grow because standard products will actually be produced, and this will even lead to better products and services. Now, another critical role of entrepreneurship is driving innovation. Since we all know that entrepreneurship is the driving force of innovation, entrepreneurship has to do with creation of new ideas. Therefore, entrepreneurship is a critical role. We have the entrepreneurial ecosystem. When we talk about the entrepreneurship system, this has to do with the things that actually supports the growth of entrepreneur, the processes that supports the improvement of entrepreneur even in the market. One of those things that supports an entrepreneur is supportive policies. Once the regulation and incentive are being made available to entrepreneurs, it will actually make life easy, and it makes entrepreneur to start and run a good businesses. Then when there is access to finance, entrepreneur will have the capital to get their business off the ground. They will also be able to obtain loans and venture into viable projects. Also, when there is education and mentorship, the learning and opportunities and guidance from experienced entrepreneurs and mentors would make room for growth. Challenges of entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs often face challenges such as securing of fund. Entrepreneurs are often left to struggle on their own to obtain necessary capital to start their business and grow their business. Entrepreneur also face a major challenge of managing risk, since an entrepreneur involves risk taking. This can daunt the aspiring business owner even from having a good business. Now, another challenge of entrepreneurship has to do with navigating regulations. If the law is complex, if the regulation is too bureaucratic, it will have adverse effects on entrepreneurship. Innovation in startups, we have the ideation. This ideation means that innovation starts with a good idea or an ability to solve problem. Then we have prototyping. Prototyping has to do with creating and testing early versions of products. It has to do with the stage by which the idea has not been tested or is about to be tested into the market. Then it has to do innovations in startup also has to do with scaling. Scaling in the sense that startup will leverage on innovation to grow their customer base and market share. Now, what is the difference between invention and innovation? Invention has to do with creation of new products or service that has never been in existence before, while innovation has to do with transformation of an invention into marketable products or services that satisfy the customers. Now, when you talk about invention has to do with something that has not been in existence before. Then it is being put into existence. Then innovation has to do with transformation of what has already been in existence into something that is viable, into something that the customers will actually need. Now, the differences between invention and innovation is that invention focuses on the creation of something, while innovation focuses on the commercial application and its impact. In conclusion, entrepreneurship and innovation are deeply connected and are essential for driving economic growth, job creation, and solving real-world problems. Thank you very much for listening. Have a nice day. Bye. See you in the next class.